Hello travellers to the Battling Barrow. No face for this video because I've somehow managed to catch chicken pox, even though I've already had it as a kid. Got it the second time, so yay, lucky me. So I'm not looking my best, but as I was feeling a bit down, a wonderful package arrived and I thought we'd have a look at it. Today it's not going to be a in-depth video of any kind, just a quick look at what I received, and this is what came. This was a Kickstarter from last year for You Are the Hero, sort of a third edition, if you like. I think it is third edition, something like that. But this one's pretty unique, which we'll get to. So, got all these other bits and pieces. Got a lovely badge. Keep calm and be splendid. Why, thank you. Got some. Get to these in a minute. An awesome Jonathan Green, who's the author of the book. Blood Bones bookmark. I love a good bookmark, so this would be very useful to be used with the book in question. We have a sort of advert for Ace Books, which is Ace Gamebooks, Jonathan Green's company, I believe. Neverland Here Be Monsters, something I may look into in the near future. Sort of Pirates of Peter Pan. Monsters, yeah, that could be interesting. He does this. Here we go. Another little advert here. This was for Fighting Fantasy Fest 4, which I wanted to go to, but then something come up and I couldn't end up going to, so I was really upset. Which is why this next thing is great. But yeah, this is the Ace Gamebooks. What they do, they sort of Jonathan takes an established classic IP. Is IP the right word? I guess so. And there's a game book for it with a sort of twist. So we got these things like it was the Night Before Christmas, Peter Pan here, Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland, Beowulf, and such forth. There is a current Kickstarter at the moment. I don't know if it's still on. It was just about to end for Sherlock Holmes and Cthulhu, I believe, which is great. So go and check that out. And if I speak out to my brain, I do have a slight fever. So when I'm recording this, my brain's not exactly firing on all cylinders. We have this Fighting Fantasy Fest 4 brochure that came with it, which is just great from the exhibition I was going to go to, the show I was going to go to, but couldn't end up making it. So this is both great, as it gives me that sort of something to look at, sort of a memento from the show, but at the same time really upsetting because it shows me what I missed. But great to have, I love that. Also got these prints here, which are cool, some lovely artwork. Yeah, we've got the artwork from the book here, so it's great. And we have a badge and some dice. I guess the Americans call these pins. I call them badges, but these sort of pins, I guess, because they are pin. Nice Fighting Fantasy pin, which is cool badge, and some Fighting Fantasy dice. And these look good enough to read. I'm not going to lie; these look like some sort of sweets I could eat. And they got You Are the Hero on the 6th, so let's see what I'm going to get. I did get a 6 You Are the Hero, 10 in total, so that was cool. Saw some extra stuff, but we're here for the main event, which is this book here, and this is A4 and it is chunky. It's as chunky as me. So yeah, Fighting Fantasy. So this is like I believe there's been versions of this released before, but it's the updated one, taking into account all the new stuff. But this book is genius. It is genius because it's an interactive history of Fighting Fantasy game books, as they're an interactive book themselves. This is just phenomenal. So here we go. Go to the art. Oh, look at that! I just love the art from Fighting Fantasy. Oof. So, okay, why is this genius? Well, look here. If I can turn to page 1, come on, Kev, you can do it. Here we go. Let's turn to page 1 with. Oh, that's like into the pit, isn't it? Oh, look at it! Look how gorgeous that was. So anyway, it's broken down into sections, like with this one. This is from the Wizard Books one, isn't it? One. But anyway, stop waffling. Breaks down into sections so you can read it and then go. Get to a bit point, and it's like a game book to read about Jackson and Livingston's first meeting with Geraldine Cook, turned to 6, to find out how Final Fantasy become a series of books. Turn 16. So let's go to 16. Let's turn to 16. And so we can sort of learn about it in our own way by going to the different bits and pieces. It is just phenomenal. So we get to 16 and we read about it here. And then to read about Final Fantasy books, top episode, top 37, to find out how FF Adventure sold over, yeah, and then turn 24. But, okay, so you're thinking, oh, that sounds fun and all, but what if I just want to read it like a book, you know, just read the history? You can. You just read it in sequential order like this, and it tells the story in sequential order. Sooner or later you hit the bits, and that is why it's genius. It's got two ways to be able to read it. There's obviously, it's full colour. There is lots of lovely pictures in here, historical pictures. It goes through and then you get some full-size pictures. I love that cover from Demons in Deep. That picture from Demons Deep cover. And you go through and it covers the full history, right up and going into the Wizards books era. Right up to today. Well, not today, because you know it'd be like the never-ending story book where it carries on going into, but, you know, it goes right up into the Scholastic. You know, his Port of Peril. Here's, I forget what that is. I forget what cover it is from the Scholastic ones. Right up to this book here, which I love. Okay, so I actually found most of the Scholastic art totally uninspiring. I'm going to read about it because it covers that in here, the art choice in here, so probably not as unfavourably as what I got sort of say about it, because Jonathan Green's a good guy, but it covers it here, so I'm just interested in see if it tells me why they changed it. But you know, I'm not into this style of art here, and I found the covers a bit, you know, that stands my bone. I found it all a bit lackluster until this release, and I actually love this picture. I'd have this picture on my wall. This is such a great picture for the cover. Look at it. Yeah, so I love that. So yeah, it goes right up until modern times, as it were, up to recent developments of Final Fantasy. So we can make sure it tells you about the future of it here. But another reason why it's genius, this choice of having it into sections, like numbered sections like Gamebooks, they're also headed. So as it's a coffee book, the kind of book that you can sort of read all in one go, or read bits of it, you can sort of pick it up, flip through and go, what takes my interest? Oh, being I'm into pirates, that's quite serendipitous. Blood Bones, I can read a bit about Blood Bones. Oh, and I can read that and go, oh, how to work with a werewolf, a game book I never got hold of. That's interesting. So you can just sort of flip through and just find the headline that sort of the title that catches your interest and just sort of read that. It's a genius. So you can literally read this in 3 different ways. What other book can you do that with? Not many, I can tell you. But yeah, so I thought I'd just have a quick look. It's not, as I said, I haven't really, only got it yesterday, so I had a good chance to read it properly, but that's what the next few days are. Oh, it's a bit of chaos art here. Look at that, stunning. So what I thought I'd do is just give you a quick overview, let you know I got it, and I'll probably do a more in-depth sort of look at it a bit later on if anyone's interested. Another thing I might be interested, if you're a bit of Final Fantasy fans, maybe I can go through this with you at some point soon. But yeah, that will be it for this video. Yeah, it's an amazing book. Jonathan Green does a load of cool Kickstarters, so check out Kickstarter and search for his name there, and you shall find some excellent Kickstarters. Follow him on Twitter, or Xter, Twixter, whatever it's called now. Follow him there because he always posts about his upcoming Kickstarters, some interesting ones. I've got another one coming up later on this year as a Christmas special that I'll be covering. Yeah. Oh man, just look at, so I'm trying to speak while flipping through this and then just getting engrossed. I can film myself. Well, I'm speaking of getting engrossed, I'm going to end this video here, and I am going to go off and get myself engrossed into this awesome book. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be available in normal books. I'd imagine it is. I don't want to speak out of turn, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, It's just a great book. If you're interested in fighting fantasy, you should definitely pick up a copy. Well, that's it for now, guys. Until the next one, well, you might see my face. You probably will, because I think I've got some pre-recorded that are coming up. So yeah, I'm off to lay down and read this, because anyway, till the next one, guys. Stay safe, take care. Bye bye.